Hey dudes, what's going on, brothers? Welcome back to Let's Play Samurai Warrior Spirit of Sanada. I'm the Mysterious Sheiji. So, water break here, sorry. Great way to start a video. But I'm drinking water that's been flavored with, like, berry flavoring and as red food coloring all up and down. So I do feel like I'm part of the Sanada clan, or perhaps I'm there with Naotaka. Lee is the family names, and I always, unfortunately, get that guy on the left who is like a relatively late addition to the Samurai Warrior franchise, but it's like a legendary warrior in you have the Samurai era. And I get him and his adopted mother, or maybe she's his aunt. She's not his biological mother, but this woman who was like nominally head of the Lee clan for a period of time, and therefore has become one of these, you know, you find a female character of some import in that period of history, and animes and video games like to make a lot of that, and she's become like a sex pot for, she was in Dead or Alive as a DLC character, for example. It's silly. But at any rate, yeah, the Sanada betrayed the Hojo in mid-battle, and the Tokugawa are like, I don't know historically how it went down, but in this game, it's kind of like this old enemy of theirs spontaneously comes to their side, and you'd have to think Ieyasu is smart enough to see through this, but we'll see. Master Masayuki, I am grateful to you. Not at all. I have come to realize that only you can be trusted with the future of Shinano. You must lead its people to prosperity. So, Tadaka... I mean, yeah, it's normal that the retainers would be sitting off to the side and not talking, but the game is pretty clearly telling us Tadakatsu does not trust this guy. That or he's Golgo 13. I am preparing so many lawsuits. And Yukimura doesn't seem to trust his father's words either, although at least he knows that it's bullshit. You praise me too highly. I will do all that I can to live up to your expectations. The fact is, I have a request I would like to make of you. I love that. That's just... I don't know if it's a thing that Japanese people say to each other in real life, or if it's just a phrase that pops up. I'm sure it's a real Japanese thing, but like it pops up a lot in these video games. But I see. How can I repay you for what you have done for me, Master Masayuki? I would like you to build me a castle. Don't they usually build their own castles, but they have to get permission from the local lords? A castle? Greed will only bring your downfall. Tadakatsu, shut the fuck up, man. A castle that will keep the Uesugi in check. If we had a sturdy castle in the land of Ueda, we would be able to act as a shield to protect the Tokugawa from the Uesugi. Oh, that's all you want to do with it, huh? Sure. Very well, I will make it happen. And he wills the castle into being like Emperor Palpatine, summoning Star Destroyers. Your words fill me with joy, my lord. Defection on the field of battle is hardly an action in which you can take pride. Would you not agree? Ooh, wow, just come at me like that, would you? I had never even met you. I don't know what's going on with that single antler instead of a pair. Look, shouldn't I have like stag antlers and you should have the butterfly shit on your back? I mean, back of your top knot. Wouldn't that be more appropriate? Perhaps, but without our help, the Tokugawa would have faced a true crisis. Get that through your head. That is true, which makes it all the more galling. Dot. Please excuse me, I have been impolite. I get impolite when I'm dealing with douchebags like you. Keep your Bona under control. Oh, here you go. The cause of my Bona, my brother. Sorry. Brother, was that Master Tadakatsu Honda's daughter? Yes, Lady Ina. She scolded me for our dishonorable defection. And I gotta tell you, it made me rock hard. Yes. Yes. Yes, there's not much we can say in our defense. Yukimura. Brother, what are we? Well, samurai, I suppose. We're brothers. I'm not sure what you're getting at here. We have expelled both the Uesugi and the Hojo from Shannon now. Huh? Well, yeah, I suppose that's true. If that was Father's true aim all along, then next we must betray the Tokugawa and expel them after they built the castle, apparently. Curse that kind of Masayuki. He knew you were too kind for your own good, Lord Ujimasa, and he took advantage. This is what happens in the age of war. Kai, what did you just say? Who are you anyway? Why are you dressed as like the frickin' Queen of Hearts or some kind of weird production of Alice in Wonderland? Production? It's like a play. My anger will not abate until we can punish Sanada with the iron fist of justice. I have the feeling the attacking the Sanada now is exactly what they want us to do. What do you mean, my lady? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Kai is another one that we might want to actually level up later. Because as weird as it sounds, she will eventually be one of our warriors. I'm not entirely sure, but I wonder what Father would do in this situation. I don't know. Better than I would. Father would never allow anyone to disturb the peace of Kanto. We must be cruel for the greater good and punish the Sanada. Yes, Lord Ujimasa, let's do it. It's all she could do not to touch her chest to show her sincerity there. So we've made enemies of the Hojo, full show. The Tokugawa army claimed victory in the Battle of Kurokoma, forcing the Hojo to retreat. The primary reason for this victory lay in the fact that so many local samurai joined with the Tokugawa. And the one act that triggered this was the defection of Masayuki Sanada. The Hojo could not afford to allow the Sanada's betrayal to go unpunished. The powerful army of Ujimasa Hojo soon approached Numata Castle. This was the very land that the Sanada had once taken from the Hojo. By this time, Numata Castle was under the protection of Masayuki's uncle, Yoritsune Yazawa. Wow, he's still kicking, huh? Numata is the land that my brother and I claimed in the name of the Sanada. We will defend it from the usurpers ourselves. I am counting on you. I have some other preparations I must make. As soon as I am ready, I will return with all haste. Yes, my lord, we will keep Numata safe until then. Use misinformation to slow the arrival of the enemy forces. Reinforcements. And induce Nobushige Yoda to defect. Oh, alright, we can win over the help of Yoda. And we got the Battle of Komaki Nagakute, where we can increase the movement speed of Hidetsugu Hashiba. We can convince Tsunyako Ikeda and we can use information to confuse the enemy forces. Let's go ahead and jump to this one. Because sometimes it'll be more work to go back and do this. I'll have more menus to navigate if we don't do this before we complete the main story. I'll have to go to Flashback Land, which is just an additional running around menu thingy. With his victory in the Battle of Yamazaki, Hideyoshi Hashiba was now the successor to Nobunaga Oda's grand design in both name and spirit. Taking issue with this, however, was Nobunaga's second son, Nobukatsu. Wishing to get rid of Hideyoshi, he turned to Ieyasu Tokugawa of Mikawa for help. I think it was more like Ieyasu trying to take over and using that kid as a figurehead, but whatever. I might be wrong. Hostilities between the Hashiba and the Tokugawa bubbled quickly to the surface, and the two forces met at Komaki Nagakute. However, with neither confident they had the advantage, a stalemate was beginning to ensue. We'll be here forever at this rate. Maybe I should give Master Ieyasu a bit of a poke and see what happens. Also, just for the record, I might be a fun, comic relief monkey guy who talks about peace, but, the war atrocities I caused to be committed in Korea really can never be forgiven. Just throwing that out there. Bye! Sorry. In order to break the deadlock, Hideyoshi sent in a mobile unit led by his nephew, Hidetsugu to attack Mikawa. So that they might not be spotted by the Tokugawa army, Hidetsugu's unit made for Iwasaki Castle, a minor fortification in Nagakute, under cover of darkness. So, oof, we haven't used him in a while. The question becomes, who will we have a chance to use? So, Nene is a fun character, and I can actually use her moveset okay. This is very similar to Kunoichi. Now it's more like, who might actually show up in future battles that I would want to be using? Because I don't think Hideyoshi or Nene have too many battles left ahead of them as far as leveling them up goes. I was using Sakon a little bit a long time ago. I might just want to try to think about who's on the winning side at... Because they'll probably have to do Sekigahara as a side mission, but... That'll be with... That'll definitely be with characters who are on the... let's use Nene. Even though you seem like the worst choice, we can go with Takatoro. Because there might be a later mission where we use him. Or there might... I can't remember which side is Yoshitsugu Otani on. I can't remember which side he was on. It's like, oh, of course I know what side he was on. Because he was a boss in Neo. When you fight everybody who's on the losing side of Sekigahara. So even though he's the lowest leveled character here, other than Sakon, the only one we might have a chance to use again is Takatoro. So this could be tough. Although, you know, hell, we didn't do too poorly with Ina in the last battle. But yeah, these historical missions are always kind of tricky because you're not using the characters you've been leveling up all along. In 1583, Hideyoshi Hashiba defeated the Oda clan's leading retainer, Katsue Shibata, at the Battle of Shizugatake. I don't remember whether or not we get to play that one or not. Having thus established his position as the head of the race to succeed Nobunaga, he found himself opposed by Ieyasu and others who feared his rise. If things continue, the monkey will control the Oda clan. Ieyasu, he's trying to do an impression of his father. You see, that's the joke. Ieyasu, I command you to do what you can to stop him. Understood, my lord. I will do all that can be done. A fine statement of intent. I am relying upon you. What do you desire? He may be Nobunaga's second son, but he does not seem quite to have the gravitas of the great man. He's also not some kind of demon freak. We are not fighting to restore the Oda to power. To realize my great ambition, Master Hideyoshi is an obstacle that must be removed. No, I'm starting to sound more like you. As you wish, my lord. We will remove him via nuisance lawsuits. With the situation in Kai and Shino now largely under control, now is our chance. Of course, this will not be easy. And so, in 1584, Hideyoshi and Ieyasu face each other on the field of battle for the first time at Komaki Nagakute. Scraping together the remnants of the Oda in order to rebel against Lord Hideyoshi, Ieyasu Tokugawa is a man who does not know his limitations. Master Ieyasu has his own designs for the land. If he and I cannot find common ground, then we must fight. Master Ieyasu is known for his tactical brilliance in battle. Really? We must be very wary of what he may throw our way. Indeed. We will not allow anyone to stand in the way of a land ruled by you, my lord. Yeah, whatever. So, our stratagems are increase the movement speed of some dude, convince some guys not to charge forth recklessly, and use misinformation to deceive the enemy forces and so panic. To defeat various guys and not let any officers get defeated. Well, that sounds like a pain in the ass. That sounds like something where I'm going to have to rush through at speed. even though neither of them have weapons that are at all leveled up in any way. I guess I haven't used Nene before, even though I thought maybe I had. She's just at level 22 for some reason. She showed up in the story. I had never actually used her. That's what I guess I gotta bear in mind. So we're gonna want... so let's do Muso plus, and let's do Spirit plus, and even though we should be using probably stuff that would increase their defense and health, but this will just mean that I can spam Musos a lot in Fury mode or whatever it's called. One thing I never bother to do is check and see what people's special moves are. So she can create shadow doubles, and he adds an ice element to all attacks. Oh, that's actually kind of useful, I suppose. And I don't know where I'm going at the beginning of this battle because it starts with a bunch of stuff closed. But again, my feats are pretty straightforward. I got to defeat specific officers that I would probably need to defeat anyway, and then I need to claim victory before. So maybe those two retreat if I don't hurry up and go after them. But I just got to try to win, but without letting allies get defeated. So this could get tricky. This might involve some saving. Saves coming. If I want to get all the feats. But I'm over this thing where I need an S rank in every mission. Oh, I see. There's gatekeepers. That's not a problem. Well, maybe this one. So we gotta capture this castle by dawn. Okay. He seems to be more powerful than she is. Defeat the enemy troops at this castle to create a diversion. Oh, okay. I guess I wanted to be playing as him anyway. Defeated all the officers in there pretty quickly. Okay, so we got a whole lot of stuff happening in the log. We got I really missed when these were voice acted in English. I mean, I really miss it because you could follow the story so much better. Hideyoshi isn't here after all. They probably just saw some fat tanuki or something. I hope it was just a mistake. If he was here and now he has moved, ... I'm not worried about Kiyomasa. The idiot is with him, can't be trusted. Masanori being kind of an idiot. The enemy officers in order to keep up the diversion. Oh.
敵が続々と小畑城に集まってくるぜ。秀吉の狙い通りだな。
Okay, so we gotta defeat the officers. Alright, I did these things to get Fury and Muso quickly in order to spam them to great effect, and that doesn't seem to have worked there. She might be trying too hard. Don't worry, after I'm done killing you, I will show you kindness. Is that all of them? Oh, crap. Wait, what? Dawn is about to arrive. Quickly defeat who and take over what? Ujishige Niwa. Oh, come on. Well, feet-wise, I think we're okay. But the chances of everyone not dying go down low. So it seems like we probably had to pick one of these over the other to do, because it doesn't seem that likely that, defeat the enemy officers in order to keep up the diversion. Oh, I was supposed to switch, okay. So she needs to... Didn't even finish him. Alright. So she needs to get at the gatekeeper. Guess we have like no time left. You jerk, get back here or I can kill you. I don't have a lot of time. Okay. That probably deserves a save, because it seems like I barely did that, and I feel like I've been doing really well in this fight, to tell you the truth. Like, as far as spamming Musos to make stuff happen quickly, I feel like I'm doing the best job I possibly could be. Now let's have you level up a bit, because you're actually the one I might be using again. I think Nene disappears from the story pretty soon. Although I accidentally spoiled for myself, we might actually get a little insight into how her life plays out, because usually Hideyoshi dies and Nene just stops being a character. Enemy morale is big time. Assist Hitotsugu Hashiba, who is withdrawing because he's a big wimp. Is there a gatekeeper here that I can attack? No. So we're gonna speed him up. Good point. He's become nimble and his movement speed is increased. Wow, what a wuss, man. They got a point. Okay, let's try this again. Stop Tadakatsu Honda's advance. Okay, so Tadakatsu is coming to murder everyone. How did he outsmart you? He just had a million dudes appear on the map, like cheat styles. Tokugawa army has panicked. Oh, well, we didn't stop Tadakatsu's advance. I thought I would have a second to do that. You know what? Fuck this. I'm only gonna end up doing this battle once. Let's load that save slot that we did, and I'll have whoever I'm not playing as. We'll go after because I didn't bother to set Nene to attack Tadakatsu. I should have done that. So now a million Tokugawa officers are going to appear right in the middle of the map there. Because the main army arrives at some place that we'd already kind of cleared, but whatever. What I'm going to do is command you... wait there. And Nene will hang around here with the guy that we need to keep alive. We'll even turn this barracks to our side. Might slow things down a little bit. Nice. Okay. So now he is positioned to be where Tadakatsu wants to be. I just got to get up to this other... He has enormous eyes, apparently. So I killed the other, Okay. Surprise attack is awesome. We're no match for these guys. We suck. Okay. Are you on the map yet that I can target you? I need to wait for you to finish talking. You are. See, I had time to do it. I just figured I could clear these guys out first. So she can stay. There's plenty of guys here to be fighting. Oh, we got the music playing though. This is actually gonna be really bad. Their morale is decreased. Okay, which should make everyone stop flowing with power at least. Okay, this would be a lot more winnable. I thought they were all going to be glowing with power the entire time I fought them. Another stratagem? Sure. Okay. This is getting kind of rough, but I need to call it a video. Another interim save might be in order. Takatora is in danger of dying, but he's certainly going to impress the Tokugawa, who might hire him later, which is the only reason I'm using him, is because he might actually pop up later in other missions. So this has been a bit tricky. If you want to do all the special things. Yeah, when we come back next time, I believe we're going to be able to finish this battle. And clear a path towards Hideyoshi, the lovable, fun monkey guy who changed the political rules so that no commoner could ever do what he did, and submitted his own power, and didn't bother to set up someone to come behind him and take over properly, even though he died of natural causes in an old age, and committed war crimes in Korea. But it's otherwise just the most lovable, fun. Like, they have this real tendency to glorify him as this wonderful, peace-loving guy. And he must have... But, like, all the individual anecdotes I've heard about Hideyoshi suggest he was an asshole. Like, I don't know. I'm hearing the wrong stories. Like, one of the most famous ones about him is having the semi-legendary... Like, the legendary thief Gomon. So, again, you know this is probably not based on... It's probably based on an exaggeration of some true thing that happened. But, like, boiling him alive in oil. Fun guy. But anyway, he's a peace-loving monkey, and we're going to be working with him throughout this. Well, he's like your main bosom buddy in Neo 2, as I understand it. So we'll see. Catch you guys next time.